हेलो, पापा जी से बात करनी है।
In what calculation can one run cost 7,090 crore? Remember the 2017 IPL final when rising Pune Super Giants needed 4 of the last ball to win the title and only managed 2 before Washington Sundar was run out in what would have led to a tiebreak and possibly a wholly different outcome? Instead, the run out gave Rohit Sharma's Mumbai Indians their third IPL title by just 1 run. Sanjeev Goenka was the owner of that losing team for the 2 seasons during which CSK and Rajasthan Royals were suspended. Now he bid a mind-boggling 7,090 crore for the Lucknow franchise of IPL to be part of arguably India's greatest festival and win that elusive title.
I have some unfinished business with IPL.
When BCCI decided to add 2 more teams from IPL 2022, they expected one of these cities to emerge winners, for which there was a long line of 9 suitors, including some famous names from abroad as well. To win the hand of a pretty bride like IPL, just to qualify for bidding, one needs to be worth over 2,500 crore and have an average revenue of at least 3,000 crore. When BCCI's Saurav Ganguly opened the bids at 6 p.m. on October 25th in Dubai, the winning bids were RP Sanjeev Goenka Group's 7,090 crore bid for Lucknow and CVC Capital Partners' 5,625 crore for Ahmedabad. Collectively, the take was 12,715 crore, $1.6 billion. Later, Saurav Ganguly would claim,
I'm not surprised at all. Jay and I had felt that we could cross 10 to 11,000 crore, but it was 1,000 crore more than what we had calculated.
If so, did BCCI miscalculate by keeping the base price too low at 2,000 crore? At just a shade above 1,700 crore, at which the franchisee had last been sold to Sahara way back in 2010? Let's see. The way IPL works is that franchisees have to pay their bid amount over a period of 10 years, not straight away. So at the base amount of 2,000 crore, the franchisee would have had to pay 200 crore per year, but Goenka will pay 709 crore, 10% of the bid amount. In addition, franchisees would incur other expenses, and for Goenka, the total cost over 10 years will balloon to 10,000 crore. So how will he recover his massive investment? The main income of franchisees is from the share of media rights that BCCI collects from broadcasters, an amount that has been going up and up as more and more advertisers find IPL a hot property, from 900 crore per year to 3,270 crore currently, and expected to be more than 5,000 crore per year for the upcoming 2023-2027 cycle. In fact, the IPL is a perfect opportunity to display your product, and each edition showcases a new car. We've seen Tata display their range of vehicles there. Surely.
My name is Ujjwal. You are watching Professor Praharaj. If you love this content, please like, share, and hit subscription button. Let's begin.
BCCI keeps half the revenues earned from media rights and also half the revenues from ground sponsorships and gives the other half to franchisees. Of the money the franchisees receive, 90% is divided equally amongst all the teams. Last year that was 215 crore each, while 10% is divided amongst the winners. So according to BCCI's base price, they would have collected 200 crore from new franchisees and given back 215 crore. Logic, anybody? After the 10 years are over, franchisees don't have to pay license fees any longer, only a percentage of their revenues, but will still receive their share of media rights. So Goenka, who has to pay 7,090 crore to BCCI, will get back more than half of it from BCCI only.
BCCI's own projections show that teams will earn 4,000 crore from media rights over the next 10 years.
Probably more, as this projection was based on 8 teams and 60 matches. With 2 more teams, the matches will increase to 74, thereby increasing revenue from media rights. Realizing the league's potential, BCCI has appointed KPMG as its advisor.
To get top dollar for IPL media rights in a transparent manner, we should raise $5.5 to $6 billion, 35 to 40,000 crore.
Now look at where else a franchisee can earn from. Take gate revenues. The 112,650 spectator capacity Ahmedabad's Narendra Modi Stadium can earn gate revenues of 25 crore, a city that was bid for and won by CVC Capital Partners with precisely this in mind. While Goenka's home and business base of Lucknow's Ekana Cricket Stadium can seat 50,000, fetching it 15 crore in revenue. Have you ever counted the logos on an IPL player? For example, CSK has tied up with at least 18 brands, 10 of which are displayed on their clothes, 6 on the jersey, 2 on the pants, and another couple on the cap. Add merchandising and licensing, F&B and events, and you have a picture of at least another 100 crore per year, even for a new franchisee still building its fan base. With 1000 crore from these sources and 4 to 5000 crore from media rights, Goenka will get most of his money back in 10 years and break even in 12. And then the rest is jam. However, instead of 12, Goenka can break even in 5 years if he wants to, because by then the team's valuation will likely more than double. So all Goenka has to do then is sell a minority stake to another investor to recover his full cost of acquisition well before the 10 years are up. The GMR Group, owner of Delhi Capitals, too sold half of his stake in the team he bought for 84 million in 2008 to JSW for $77 million, almost doubling his money in 10 years. In 2008, Reliance paid the highest price ever, 450 crore or $111 million in those days for its Mumbai franchise. Lucky 13 years later, Lucknow was bought for $940 million, more than the $723 million of all 8 teams bought in 2008 put together. At that time, the Indian Premier League was a fledgling venture and investing in it was like a leap of faith. Today, its value is approximately $6.3 billion, 47,500 crore. And it is no longer just an Indian business opportunity, but a global one. The US-based Glazer family, owners of Manchester United and the NFL side Tampa Bay Buccaneers, were among the bidders at this auction. The winner of Ahmedabad, the $100 billion plus private equity player CVC Capital, are owners of Formula One, partners in MotoGP, rugby and volleyball leagues, and own 10% of La Liga. Had Rajasthan Royals waited 4 months, they could have sold their 15% to US-based Redbird Capital Partners for a lot more. Yet another international sports company with interests in the Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees, Dallas Cowboys, Liverpool and Toulouse football clubs, and Dwayne Johnson's XFL. BCCI's next agenda will be to launch a women's IPL. Had it not been for COVID, we would have moved on it by now. He can't go wrong with this. If it turns out to be a money spinner, then he will take the credit. If it's a damn squib, he'll still be celebrated for bringing IPL to women.
आज प्रोफेसर प्रहाज के चैनल में इस बिजनेस का स्टडी को डिटेल में डिस्कस करेंगे। प्लीज जुड़े रहिए वीडियो के अंत तक। हमारे टेलीग्राम चैनल में आप जुड़ सकते हैं टू गेट अपडेट लाइक दिस। लिंक मैंने डिस्क्रिप्शन में दे दिया है। विद दिस, लेट्स बिगिन।